good point to bring this word fear in. And we'll certainly circle back to that. Because there is, fear. Of course, there's big, scary things in the world, but this very intimate fear, what is that about? The fear, I don't even know if it deserves that word, but it's certainly a discomfort or a restlessness with quiet, with the innate quiet and silence of presence. We're trained right from the get-go as little kids, and chatter is all what it's like. We keep it going. And notice even in this day, here are all these beautiful folks, and I have to be quiet. I can't talk. What kind of it can feel even artificial, or I can't wait till this is over and we can get back to filling in all the time with talking back and forth. And we can, what happens in that? We're going to be, tomorrow when or even now we're talking, especially when there's a lot of social talking back and forth, we're filling in, we're assuring each other. There's a kind of an assurance too. Oh really? And you hear me listening or seeing or coming back, and then that assures you that I'm paying attention and right with you and interested in your life. But if, for example, if Jamila and I go have a dinner together and we're chatting, and then, then suddenly there's a silence. She doesn't know what to say anymore. I don't know what to say. We call it an awkward silence, right? Awkward. And both of us are thinking, oh, what should I say? Should I compliment her on her hair? No, should I? I don't want to demean all of our communication into that, but a lot of it. And I wonder, to come back to Amin's point, if our own internal chatter, because we can't always talk, and I don't want to listen to your story, but I've got my own story, and I'll keep it going. And that keeps me, there's a kind of comfort inside myself. After a while, it becomes very, habitual and comfortable to be the thinker of your thoughts who listens to your thoughts. And you're both, it's kind of two of you in there having a conversation forever. In a way, all of this, this is the ego's very, let's call it the ego at the moment, the ego as the kind of impulse to keep thinking. Let's see, this one who's a little, who's uncomfortable with the diaphanous, or with that, what is it? There's the fear, in a sense, the ego is built on, is a product of fear or insecurity. The insecurity of not really existing, as you say. It suspects it. It knows it. That under I use ego. We could trip around in that for a while, but let's just agree to use it that way. The ego is wise enough somehow to know that there's nothing under its feet, but it doesn't want to. It ignores. Ignores it. It's that's very destabilizing. So it keeps talking up here, because, and that makes it. I do exist. I'm talking. Who else is talking? There's got to be something. I must exist because I'm talking, and I not only talking, but I'm feeling things, and I'm making decisions, and I don't like that, and I like that, and ooh, and that. Oh, this is good, and oh, I can't wait till this is over, and then, and wow. Don't tell me I don't exist. Listen to this. I got a whole city in here. You ought to come in sometime. So, but there's no earth under the city. It's just a fabrication. But it's such a. Let me just finish these things, just to give you a range of ways you can use this go back practice, and then we'll go back. But thank you, Lee. That's right on point. Okay, so we did thought, but let's say you don't feel, you get tired of that one. Well, try it with your breath. Doesn't make sound. Okay, maybe. But if you experience your breathing, because that's always with you too. Now, whatever that experience of breathing is, it's a kind of it's a little amalgam of sensations, isn't it? If you do it very loud, now I can hear it. But usually you can't hear your breathing. It's more a muscle sensations. A little. It's touch, isn't it? But there's a sense of touch, or the air. The little breeze of air coming in your mouth or nose. What else is it? It's the expanse of the chest and the belly. We don't really have a name for it, the sense that picks that up. Is it touch? Anyway, it's that sensate feeling. Very lovely, isn't it, to drop into sensing the kind of the amalgam of sensation that is breathing. Because it's not just one, is it? It's a gestalt of them, right? Then the question comes: what's feeling that? What feels that little constellation of feelings? And whoop, you go back. Just tell yourself, go back. Sailing from the sensate sense of breathing and going back it seems a little even more intimate than the going back from thought. I'm not quite sure why. Maybe because we're still wedded to the meaning in the thought. But there's no implicit or at least explicit meaning in the sensation of breathing. It's just sensation. In many spiritual practices, okay, we're going to sit here for the next 10 minutes or 20, and we're going to concentrate on our breath and in the nostrils or whatever you're doing, and you just stay with your breath. Stay with your breath. Always return. The Zen folks that's one of their base practices. Very helpful for what happens as soon as you do it. You drop deep, as Ali said. There's a certain calmness that comes. And that's pleasurable. It's sweet. It settles. It helps the mind to calm down. But I want to suggest that it's not the main point. It's sweet. It does calm. But I'm suggesting that the main point, at least for us here, the medicine that we're opening ourselves to isn't in just that producing calmness. Because calmness is just a state. Not want to diminish it. Just it's a pleasurable state and can be very helpful. But it's a state, nevertheless, just like agitation is a state. And if we get attached to calm, feeling calm, we're still caught at the level of state. And it's going to go. All states come and go, and all little things like that. We're after something that doesn't come and go. That's the free part of the medicine. Yeah. It's always here. So, turn to the breath, yes. You become aware of this constellation of feelings and sensations, and then go back. What is it? The going back is the question. What is it that feels these?